Shalom Zul. First and foremost, want to give all praises, all honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakdash, the born of the apostles, and those great millstone for teaching us his truth. Peace and blessing to all elect Israel, and Shalom. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father in ancient Hebrew. Bahashim is the name, and Yahweh Shai is the name of the begotten Son. Back on the lesson, and today I'm going to go to the defiled bread, and ultimately how wicked these devils are and the crap that they're put into the foods that we eat, and that we don't even know of. So we're going to get a few articles, just go into just the certain things that are in peanut butter, chocolate, which I saw Outta Wamba post on his channel. These few photos go into how there is bugs in your chocolate and peanut butter, and we're going to go into articles that go into that and also some other things. So ultimately, this shows you how wicked these devils are and how we got to get out of here, man. This place needs to be destroyed. Just look at the atrocities and just the wicked things that these devils are doing. No one's batting an eye at this stuff, man. So just go right here, and we'll get the articles going into it. Just go where I got the inspiration from. So to get into it, it says your chocolate bar probably contains cockroach parts. Look at this. Cockroach parts. Through, man. It said 2 minutes red. It says, did you know that your average chocolate bar probably contains insect parts? According to the United States Food and Drug Administration, FDA, anything less than 60 insect pieces per 100 grams of chocolate, around 2 typical bars of store-bought chocolate is deemed safe for public consumption. So they're allowing this. The FDA is basically making a thing to where you're not allowed to have this much insect parts in it, but it's all right if you have this amount. They're trying to justify them putting insects, cockroaches, into the things that we eat. And I just found this out the other day, man. Bugs are constantly present during the food manufacturing process, from crop production to transportation to storage. And it's also, once again, goes to show that we need to get out of here, man. This place needs to be destroyed. Just look at the things that these devils are doing, the crap they're putting into the foods that we eat, and things that we may not even know of, man. That's why we also need grace, man. This place is wicked, man. This vexes you, man. It should make you mad. You may have eaten chocolate, just a few days ago, or whenever the case was, man, and you don't even know that there's bugs inside of it, man. So while you might think that regulators ensure that your end product is bug-free, that might not always be the case. Said part of the reason it's nearly impossible to prevent exposure. Bugs are abundant in agricultural systems, and so regulations control only for excess. Under FDA guidelines, food manufacturers are legally allowed to produce with traces of insects like cockroach parts, which are considered natural contaminants, and it's considered safe for public consumption. So they are justifying, them putting cockroaches and all these different bugs into your chocolate, into your peanut butter, and different foods, man. Like, the FDA is doing this, man. And you still have people that is trusting in this devil as if he means good to you, as if he's going to protect you, especially in times to come, and as if he's really, as I just said, means well for you, man. This devil's wicked. He's not to be trusted. Look that they're allowing insects, bugs, cockroaches into your foods, man. They're legally allowed to just do it. Let's see the next article. Which I got this other one right here, which we get also, just to get the main points, and we'll jump to the other article, which I believe is going to go into the different foods that may have insects in it. It's like insects in it. So do you know how many bugs are in your peanut butter? So it makes a delicious cookie, goes great in a smoothie, and pairs perfectly with grape jelly. So, but how well do you really know that stuff in the jar? Is it possible that exterminators might have an interest in the contents of peanut butter beyond the existential question, creamy or crunchy? Strange, true, and allowed. Man, it's true there are bugs in your peanut butter, but the FDA clearly states that you're only eating their parts. And as I said earlier, they're trying to justify putting these things, these bugs, these insects, into your foods, into your peanut butter. And peanut butter goes with many things. You have Jake that likes to work out, that takes protein shakes, that puts peanut butter, into the what's the thing, the machine, that just I think the blender. Yeah, the blender. You know, put your blender in there. You put peanut butter, strawberries, all these different things, and you're eating bugs, man. These doubles gotta go. We have to get out of here, man. This place needs to be destroyed, man. Why do you think the script's going to tell this devil is not to be trusted, man? You still have our people blindly following this guy, blindly following this devil, believing in him, trusting in him. When he's putting bugs into your foods, and you see this in many different cases, also with GMOs, genetically modified, I believe organisms, if I'm correct. I forgot the exact word, but genetically modifying the stuff that you eat. It's not really pure. With all these different things that they're also adding into it. I mean, come on. But is it? It's true there are bugs in your peanut butter, but the FDA clearly states you're only eating their parts. Like that's any better. As government official defect levels handbook notes, an allowed ratio of 30 insect fragments per 100 grams of yummy spreadable. That amounts to approximately 238 fragments in average 28-ounce jar of peanut butter, man. Man. Unfortunately, it happens every day, so there's no need to call your local pest control specialist. The FDA is surprisingly frank about why this happens. It's physically impossible to harvest and produce food products without naturally occurring defects. So, showing you once again why this devil should not be trusted, man. Y'all that want to continue to rely on this devil, which of course we're going to be wise, we're going to be smart. We still have to go to this devil for food, to work, to pay the bills, to put food on the table. But coming soon, we're not going to rely on these devils anymore. But y'all that want to continue to trust in this devil, presume back to Isaiah the 30th chapter, the first verse through the third verse, go into the trust in the shadow of Egypt shall be your shame and your confusion. These devils are not here to help you, to mean well by you, I mean, just look at the crap that they're putting into the foods that we eat, man. I just found this out yesterday, And you may have had brothers that ate peanut butter and didn't even know about this, man. Said it's really not that bad, and once again, they're just trying to do damage control, as if it's not that bad to eat cockroaches. Oh, well, it's just a part, so I don't know why you're making a big deal out of it. These devils are not to be trusted, man. They gotta go. They're destroying this place, man, and the people. The insects have been on the human menu for as long as mankind has been in the mood for a munch, yada, yada, yada. So you're actually very safe. And, of course, justifying it again, eating cockroaches and other bugs. But did you know your favorite foods secretly contain insects? All right, let's see what we can get from this. Get the meat from the bones, and we'll jump to the scriptures. Don't want to make this super long. But, this vexes you, man. And you also see in many different cases, water has chemicals in it. The crap they shoot into the air, with all the chemtrails and all these different things that these devils do. They gotta go. They have to be taken out, man. And of course, we're gonna have our simple people continuing trusting this devil, man. Oh, it's peanut butter. I'm still gonna eat it anyway. And you still see Jake do this, even when we warn them to stay away from these fast food places. It's not really food, man. There have been many basically experiments done with McDonald's, where they have enclosed a burger or chicken nuggets or fries, and basically suck the air out of it or whatever, and just however so many days that has gone by. I think the longest was I believe over a couple years, I think, of this McDonald's. Let's see, actually, I don't want to McDonald's burger experiment. Where they put a hamburger. So Utah man has a 20-year-old McDonald's hamburger, and when you look at it, it's basically it looks the exact same as a hamburger they get now. So they have done experiments to test of how long until it goes bad or whatever. And usually meat will go super bad. And look at this. And you're putting this into your body, man. Of course, Jake said, well, if it tastes good, I'm still going to eat it. I don't care. You have Burger King doing, those super deals on chicken nuggets for like 20 piece for like $3 or whatever. It's not food, man. Popular foods that contain bugs secretly. So if you're a fan of chocolates, coffee, pasta, then you need to read this. As we are going to share the most bizarrest thing ever. Do you know your chocolate coffee macaronis may secretly contain bugs and insects? That's why we also got to study super hard into the ingredients behind the back of things that we get, man. There may be things that are into the foods that we eat, and may not even know that has bugs, as we just saw right here, and different things that are in it, man. That's why I said we need grace, man, because we're not able to keep the laws to its 100%. As with these devils trying to make us go off and put all this crap into the things that we eat, man, these devils gotta go. They have to be taken out, man. As I have said multiple times in this lesson. So yes, most of our favorite foods and drinks may secretly contain bug bits. And what will freak you out a little more is that it's absolutely legal, according to an insect control company, Taro, based in Pennsylvania, U.S. On an average, we consume around 1.4 million insects bits every year. But what's more, even the FDA, Food and Drug Administration, absolutely approves a certain amount of bug infusions and is considered to be normal and legal. So if you have been happy with your so-called vegan diet, it's time to wake up to this freaking food fact. Another reason, once again, as I said multiple times, these devils are not to be trusted, man. Go back to the book of Ezekiel, which we'll get right here, and we'll jump back into it a little bit. Get as much information as we can get. Because, you have Jake that will have been eating peanut butter, chocolate, and, may not have known this fact, man. Even me, we're in this truth, and I didn't even know this, man. As well, a few other brothers, which I seen on the Elder Retro Web's comment board, didn't even know this, man. But Ezekiel 4:13 says, and Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. And look at that word defiled. Said, where's the word I'm looking for? Tarnish, foul, dirty, ruin. So basically impure, man. As we just saw in multiple articles that we just read, you have bugs, being in your chocolate, as it just said, in your pasta, coffee, and all these different things that we may not even know of, man. One time the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. Let's get a little bit more information, and then we'll jump back to the scriptures, and then we'll close it out. So, why are bug bits, and insects in food considered safe? There are in many countries where bugs and insects delicacies are a part of their culinary culture. So this is what they're doing, try to also justify it, do damage control, to have all these different, insects, bugs that you shouldn't be eating, and putting it into your foods, man. It says, how insects infest our foods. But I think it's going to list off all the foods that have insects in it. I think this is really good. So now we got to especially be careful on, things that we eat, man. Chocolate, peanut butter. I used to like peanut butter, man. But now you have them, coming on saying there's insects in it, man. But the chocolate is a universal favorite. But did you know your chocolate may secretly contain around 70 odd bug bits? We've read many articles go into coffee beans. If you thought your favorite cup of joe was safe enough to drink, then you would be shocked that even 10% insect-infested beans are allowed in your pack of coffee. In fact, you would be secretly digging as good as 120 bug bits in your favorite cup of coffee. But I'll wait, guys. You're only eating parts of cockroaches. It's fine. I mean, come on, bro. So grabbing a dose of healthy juice will certainly give you the satisfaction of healthy indulgence. But how will you react if someone told you that a bottle of packaged juice may contain fly eggs? Yes, packaged juices may contain 5 fly eggs in every 250 milliliters. I'm learning more as we go down in this thing, man. Now we're going to be, super careful on certain drinks, pasta, and, peanut butter. That's why we look super hard into the ingredients on the back of, things that we eat. And now there's even more coming into this, man. Peanut butter, and there may be even, more that is not even listed into this thing, man. But let's jump to the scriptures. I don't make this, super long. We got the edification that we needed. And, you have been warned. Ecclesiastes 12:20. Or it's like 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusts, so is his wickedness. You're still gonna have a lot of our people continuing to trust in the enemy and this devil for protection, and as if he won't, basically steer them away from the Lord, which is what they're doing, putting all these abominable foods and insects into the things that you eat to make you go off unknowingly. That's why we gotta be super careful even now, man. But Micah 2:1 says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it's in their power of their hand." These devils are wicked, man. Putting all this crap into the foods, even the water that you drink has chemicals and all these different things in it. The air that we breathe, genetically modified food. You have them injecting steroids into cows, chickens for bigger portion sizes. This also causes many problems if you do eat that stuff, man. Micah 2:10 said, "Rise ye and depart, for this is not your rest." And of course, there's a lot of our people saying, I'm still gonna eat it anyway. It still tastes good to me. It doesn't matter. I'm here for a short time, not a long time. This and that. Our people are destroyed, man. This is not our rest. This is not our kingdom, man. This place needs to be destroyed. And just look at the stuff we just read. Your chocolate, your peanut butter, all these different foods that you didn't even know of that had bugs in it, man. Micah 2:10 said, "Rise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction." This place will destroy you, man. Why do you think these devils are putting all this crap into your body, man, to destroy you? To slow you down. As you see with the JUICE, not trying to say the full word, because it may take you down just for saying it. You have people being severely, damaged by it. Trying to be careful with my words, if you know what I'm talking about. Just the many things that these devils do. They gotta go. This place will literally destroy you, man. And just look at our people now, obese and, completely just destroyed, man. Let's get Job chapter 9, verse 24. It says, "The earth is given to the hand of the wicked." And who is the wicked? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Today, this devil needs to go, as I said multiple times in this lesson. It's like if I sound like a broken record. Gosh, gotta put that point across, man. Just look at the crap that they're putting to the foods, man. And we also have warned you, staying away from these fast food places. Especially McDonald's, man. It's not food. A 10+ year experiment, and this food looks the exact same as you getting a hamburger and ordering from McDonald's today. And people are putting this into their body. Look at this. It was 2010. Dude, man. As we just read in the book of Micah 2:10, this place will destroy you. But one more time if I didn't finish this. "The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?" He's wicked, man. And going back to Genesis 27th chapter, the 39th and 40th verse, the fatness of the earth and the sword are his blessing. Job chapter 30, verse 8. "Because they were children of fools, children of base men. They were viler than the earth." This devil is atrocious. He's wicked. He's nasty, man. Justifying putting bugs into chocolate, peanut butter, and all these different foods that were listed off in this article right here, man. And things that we may not even know of, man. So now we're going to be even more careful than we are now, man. Because coming into this truth, you got to be careful as things that we eat. Make sure there's no pork in it and all these different things. But now we got to start, looking more into these things, man. Just recently found out, as we just saw, peanut butter has bugs in it, man. I mean, come on. Chocolate, and then now we gotta, refrain from that. But Job 30:8 says, "They were children of fools, children of base men. They were viler than the earth." And base means like the lowest part of something. So he's the lowest of the low, man. And we got the last scripture I got. We'll close it out on it. Then we'll make it super long, and it's like if it was. But Lord, you were still edified, man. This is, I wouldn't say new information, but definitely, something new to hear that you didn't know of, man. But see, Revelations 11:18, And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come in the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name. And main point right here, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. As they have said multiple times, the lesson this devil needs to go. He needs to be taken out. Just look at all the abominable and just wicked acts he is doing. Just the wicked things that he's putting to the foods that we eat. And your chocolate, your peanut butter, and things that were listed off as we just read in that article. And other foods that we may not even know of, man. So now we're going to be even more careful than we were now. Another reason why this devil got to go, man, he's not to be trusted. And y'all, I'm going to continue to put your faith in this devil as if he means well by you. As if he means good to you, for like better words. You know, he's not to be trusted, man. He is trying to destroy you and make you go off. And all these different things. You know, Isaiah 24:5, I believe, going to, let's get that real quick and we'll close up with that. Because they're ultimately going against the ways of Yahweh by Shemel Shai. As you see, they're justifying them putting these bugs, these insects into your food, man. Ah, well, don't worry about it. It's just you're eating cockroach parts. That's it, man. Like, there's no justifying that. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, which transgressed means goes into the breaking of the law. But it says, change the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. So they're going against the ways of the Heavenly Father, against the ways of Yahweh Bashem El Shai. You see them promoting wickedness at an all-time high, or pretty much daily, man. We see with all these different things, putting all these different abominable foods, animals, cockroaches into things that we eat. So now, once again, we have to be more careful. So pretty much the main point of the lesson, don't want to beat the dead horse. Lord, you're edified. As you see, this we got to get out of here, man. We have to be delivered, man. And that's why we're constantly, seeking for Yahweh Bashem Shai to destroy this place and to deliver us, man. We're constantly crying unto the Lord to get us out of here, man. We got to go. We got to get out of here, man. So Lord, you're edified. Lord, hit a few points, and I didn't just ramble on too long, but I do want to give all praises, all in glory to Yahweh Bashem Shai, Bashem Kakadash, that warrants the apostles, and those great millstone for teaching us this truth. Peace and blessings to the whole Israel, and shalom. See you next one.